Hello guys and welcome to my channel. This is another video 100% in English. I've published many of these already, so in case you want to check them out, they are here in the description box. And our subject of the day is workouts. That's right, guys, I'm super active. I am an active person. I love doing any kind of physical exercises, from the ones that are more like chill to the ones that are more adventurous, indoors, outdoors, it doesn't matter. But I think that I usually lean to the ones you move your body the most. And just to give you guys a little bit of context and background, I've been like this as long as I can remember. I've been like this since I was born. Since my day one, I've been like this. Because both of my parents are physical educators. My father played volleyball professionally for the national team for I don't know how many years. And my mom danced ballet for 7 years. She just stopped because she had to join university. So I've practiced as many sports as you can name. I started off with the kids program at the health club my mom used to work at, in which we would practice all kinds of sports. So every day we had a different activity, a different set of games to play. We even had swimming classes. I believe that I learned how to swim there. And this course was named basic course, tipo curso básico. And really, I used to love it so much. I really loved it. And I also believe this is the perfect scenario, the perfect way, the perfect setting to show children that there are sports and they can try them out. Because there we had access to a great range of different activities. And of course, we associated all of these exercises and games with fun. There was nothing to do with like just winning the game and being the best at what you do. No, it was for fun. So you can teach kids in the way that they should go. And it also helps parents to, follow up from there. You can analyze what your kid likes to play, what are their favorite activities, and then when they get older, they can take specific classes for a specific sport or in a specific dance group, I don't know. So I left the basic course when I turned I don't know how many years old because I was old enough to start the classical ballet classes, which of course was one of my mom's favorite. And I don't know for how long I took ballet classes, but I know it was for a long time. And right after that, I joined the Olympic gymnastics group. I had so much fun during this time, but I also had, I would say, a bad experience because of my coach. My tutor, my instructor back then, she yelled at me because I arrived earlier for my class, and I know that I wouldn't bother anyone to be in a specific spot there, training and preparing myself, warming up for the class. But then she came walking and yelling at me. So since that day, I never came back. And you guess why? If you believe it or not, I also took soccer classes during middle school. And it was an interesting adventure per se, because it was just another girl and I among 25 boys or more. I used to be the last one to be picked, but that's not a surprise, and this is not something that I take oh my god, I feel bad about it. No, I wasn't good at it. I would be dancing on the court. I wouldn't even bother running after the ball or minding scoring a goal. I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to learn how to play soccer, because I actually didn't want it to. But anyway, I didn't last long there either. Then I fell in love with volleyball, and my brother and I would practice a lot together. And I don't even have to say, but my father was a big influence for both of us. I remember one day I was at the defense and a girl hit the ball right on my face. I don't know how fast that was, but I was trying to manage to understand what was going on, and when I sat back up, I felt that hot liquid coming down my nostrils, and I know that I wasn't well. And then my coach looked at me and said, well, at least your blood is not pink. That happened at a very young age. And so far, we've only come to the year 2009, friends. And it's needless to say, right, that when we had intramurals in school, I was signing up for every single sport I could. Handball, dodgeball, volleyball, track and field. And in June or July of the same year, my family and I moved to the south of Brazil. We left my hometown, we left Belo Horizonte behind, and then we went to Joinville. But we didn't last long there either. After 11 months, we moved to the concrete jungle, São Paulo. And during this transition time, I don't remember practicing any sport or practicing any instrument, which is a subject for another video, by the way. But once everything got settled in São Paulo, things changed, and I started playing volleyball at my school. But I didn't like much. And then I went back to dancing again. How beautiful is this journey? Like sports and different dances and doing many different things and moving from a city to another. Yeah, challenging. But I didn't go back to ballet. Now it was street dance time. I really loved the choreographies. I felt they were very energetic, but I didn't last long there because I started making friends at school. How good is that? And they used to dance jazz at the health club of our school. So I quit street dance and I started dancing with this jazz group, and we competed, we traveled, we even had some tournaments in the state of São Paulo. Okay, it was like a fancy thing. And in my last year, I could interpret Beyonce, and really that was so special because, you know, she's the queen, she's the queen. And at this point, I was already doing many different things. I already had a band, I was in college, and I basically had to choose what to do with my time and with my life. So I stopped dancing. Some years forward, we moved from São Paulo to Santo André, and there I started like carrying and lifting weight. So I was doing this strength training and also taking like Zumba classes and fit dance classes, but I didn't like them much because of the songs. Like, it's not my favorite style, so I would sit during class when there was like a song playing that I didn't like. And then after Santo André, we moved back to São Paulo, and I kept, of course, doing my weightlifting workouts, and I added like those abs classes, core classes, and Pilates too, which I loved really. And because my schedule was so crazy back then, I would go to the gym in the afternoon, like when not many people go, and I would work out with like elderly people. And that was so cool, so nice. I used to like have different friends, and a lot of exercises, the majority of them actually, they would do them better than what I would do. That's not sad, but that's true. And in 2019, I think it was the longest time that I didn't practice any exercise because I got engaged, and right after that my life kind of became very difficult. I was moving from place to place. I didn't have a place to call home for like 6 months basically. So I stopped going to the gym. I stopped doing anything that would take the time that I had to focus on this process, which was hard. I sold everything I owned, and I lived out of a suitcase and my guitar, moving from São Paulo to Mauá, Mauá to Belo Horizonte, back and forth. Pure madness. I know, I'll save this topic for another video, alright? So I didn't practice any exercise for 6 months, and then in October, my husband and I, both of us, moved to the US. And then I thought, once we get everything set into place, I'm gonna look for a gym. But then, lockdown. We just got to the US, lockdown. So as everybody else, from 2020 to 2022, I was doing whatever I could in my home. So I would watch some random videos on YouTube, and I would just like replicate, emulate, copy what the other person was doing. And Bruno and I would also go for like walks in our neighborhood. But you know, I didn't have like any organization when it comes to the exercises. I was basically doing what I wanted, how I wanted, and when I wanted. It was good because I felt that I was like moving my body, so that was something already. But I felt the urge and the need to lift some weight. I wanted to go back to the gym. And then we finally get to 2023, ladies and gentlemen. And I decided that this year I would take care of myself. I would take care of my health. I would take care of my mental and physical health. Like doing things properly to regain, to have access to the sanity that I lost during the pandemic. So on January the 20th, I enrolled to the closest gym there was with the goal of moving my body and exercising on 240 days of the year. Meaning that out of 365 days, I would have to move 240. That's a lot. Yeah, it was a high number for a person who had lost the pace for a long time and it was just trying to get back to the starting point. I know, but I had to do it. That's the number I said. That's where I'm heading now. So far, 6 months of the year are gone, and I've accomplished 172 days of workouts. And I couldn't be more proud. I'm not only feeling better with myself when it comes to my body, so the way I see and the way that I perceive myself, so my self-esteem, how strong and how able I'm feeling to carry things around and to do things in general. For example, opening a sauce jar. I couldn't do that by myself. Even with those tricks with the knife and etc., I couldn't. But I'm also in high spirits. There is a great disparity when it comes to my organization, focus, my routine, my mood. My discipline has evolved a lot and I'm more resilient. I'm even working more and better. How about that? So there are 68 days for me to accomplish my goal, but there are still 153 days until the end of the year. Which means nothing changes. I'll train Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Tuesday. It doesn't matter the day. And on the days that I fail, that's okay because I'm doing the best I can. I'm aware of that. I'm super conscious about this process. And I still have 88 days left to run any kind of urgent errand. There's no pressure. I'm doing what I'm doing to serve myself. I'm doing what I'm doing not to become a slave of my goal, but so I can keep track of it. That's the only thing. I'm moving my body to be healthier, to feel better in general, and not to feel guilty. And the only reason why I count the days, and I think you should do the same, is that you hold yourself accountable. You track the days you're doing or not. So you can analyze in your routine if there is something that you have to fix, or if you're just like coming with excuses. And of course, we cannot talk exclusively about physical education. We cannot avoid or dismiss eating habits, the quality of your sleep, how you've been working, like your stress levels, and if you're taking time to rest too. And I've been paying like close attention to all of these things, and I was even doing like food prep for the week, but I noticed that I was like cooking a lot and then I would kind of force myself to eat more than I wanted, but I wasn't forcing myself. I wanted to eat what there was to be eaten, and I saw that for me that doesn't work. I prefer just to cook what I want to cook. And now let me talk to you. We gotta talk about that. If you want to change your behavior in terms of your health, you still have 153 days ahead. Isn't that amazing? Let's reason together, okay? Because it can become a very frustrating experience, and that's not the focus of my message. You don't have to carry a burden for the rest of the year. That's not the idea. But having a goal is the first step if you want to do anything. If you want to acquire, if you want to learn, if you want to do anything different in your routine, it has to be like in small steps. Because you feel more encouraged to take the next step, and then you're moving, and then you feel that you're moving, and then you start having results. And that's how life happens. That's how we learn things. That's how we improve and evolve and develop all of our skills. Now, if you're asking me, Camille, are you going to keep the same goal for next year? Well, probably I am. I don't see why increasing the number, because the way that it's been, it's very realistic for me, for my routine, for my reality, and why going back, you know? So I'm not increasing nor decreasing the numbers for next year. Probably, okay? Probably. This is Camille, July 31st speaking. And you might be wondering, Camille, what results are you expecting out of this? Well, I just want to feel better with myself mentally and physically. I think I'm the only one who knows how I was feeling and how I'm feeling right now and what has caused this situation to happen, really. I'm not going back, guys. I'm not going back to where I was, that's for sure. And I also asked you guys to send me some questions regarding physical exercises, and now I'm going to answer to some of your questions. One person said, I get tired just by reading about physical exercises. Okay. Another person said, I get home very tired and I have no energy to do any kind of exercise. These are not questions, these are just statements. Creative said, I wanted to dedicate myself more, but I always leave it behind. My tip here is to start small. There's no other way. We usually don't stick to a habit because it's not part of us. So we have to make it happen. And we only learn something new if we like take small pills, not like a full plate of food, you know? No, it has to be like small steps. And Igor asked, have you felt any improvement in your routine when you started practicing exercises? And the answer is, I felt a lot of difference, which at the beginning was I was very tired, and I even felt the need of sleeping in the middle of the afternoon, which is something that I don't like to do. For sure, like, I don't like to sleep in the middle of the afternoon because I don't wake up well. I mean, it's very rare for me to wake up well from a nap. But anyway, so when I started doing the exercises, I felt very tired, and then my eating habits changed to compensate, and then everything worked out. But I started to, feel some noticeable physical changes from the third month on. And now every time I go to the gym, I feel that I'm stronger somehow. And I don't play, okay? I don't play at the gym. I'm gonna carry the weights according to my needs. I'll push myself. I'll try to get like the heavier weights. I'll always try to increase the level of difficulty. So, I'm getting there, which is a place that I don't know where, but I feel that I'm constantly like evolving. That's for sure. And that's it, guys. I hope this video can be very inspirational and motivational for you, so you can start going to the gym, so you can hit the gym and sweat and feel that you're getting stronger and feel that you're more balanced mentally, and let's conquer the world. This is a new beginning. This is the start of a new journey. You are going to take care of yourself because nobody can do that for you. All right? We all have different backgrounds. We all have different realities. We all have different, even workout experiences. They're all different, and that's life. But the key point here is to make you reflect on what you're doing with your time and if you're taking care of your health. Take some time after this video. Think, what are the areas of your life that you need to improve? Is it your sleep, or is it your eating habits, or is it the gym that you're paying but you're not going? You know what I mean? One step at a time. That's all it takes for great changes to happen in your life and in the lives of those who are around you. Take care. Bye!